How about them Eagles?
I get money and looking for folk. Then I hit college and book me some hours. Everyone loves me, I'm in my mode. Everyone loves
This is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I will be going over the Eagles smoking the Cowboys. We just smoked their boots, and this is just a recap of what I seen, the good, the bad, and the good again. This is Al Kabir, the analyst. I'm happy. I'm actually shooting this tonight. You guys will see it tomorrow, which will be Monday morning. And I just couldn't wait to talk about it. So this is my initial reaction. We won. Before I get into the good, the bad, and everything, we won 26-17. I kept saying, if the Eagles score 20 points, we'll win this game. If the Eagles start off hot, score about 20 points, we're going to win this game, because that offense and Cooper Rush, I don't believe they can score a lot of points. And what they put up, 17 points. 17 points. Now, first quarter, I didn't like the first scripted plays. You know, the first 15 plays are usually scripted. Looked like they was shying away from the run game and tried to get the passing game going. I'm like, well, we still the Philadelphia Eagles. Our dominance is still running the ball. Yes, Jalen Hurts can get hot. He did throw 2 touchdowns. But our bread and butter is always going to be the run game, because our offensive line got the run game going. Miles Sanders did his thing. Boston Scott did his thing. Kenneth Gainwell came up clutch on a couple third downs. It was a really good game as far as running the ball. One thing Jalen Hurts did that Cooper Rush did not do is protect the ball. Jalen Hurts, no fumbles, no picks, was very safe. He did miss A.J. Brown open in the first quarter. But once he got settled in, played it very safe. We seen the difference when Lane Johnson got hurt. That's when Michael Parsons started eating. You know, he almost threw a pick six to Michael Parsons, but that's why Michael Parsons is a linebacker. He don't have the best hands. That's why he's not a tight end. He don't have the best hands. He dropped one. It was a very smart play by Michael Parsons. But all in all, it was a very good. This was the first game I believe they asked Jalen Hurts just like game manage. You know, they can't stop the run. And they couldn't. So they brought the blitz a couple times, hit Jalen Hurts a couple times. One of them, it was a bit scary because it looked like Jalen Hurts hurt his hand. But all in all, he was good. Glad to see Smitty get a passing touchdown. Glad to see AJ get a passing touchdown. Goddard didn't do much this game, but he did enough. Jack Stoll had a really good game. So all in all, just, you know, great football. If you give me a turnover-free football, score over 20 points against the Cowboys, you're going to win that game. Now, I got to talk about the good on the defense. Defense played very well. Besides the third quarter, defense played very well. C.J. Gardner-Johnson's 2 interceptions. Slay, 1 interception. It got so bad that Cooper Rush had to target Bradbury, which is not the smartest thing either. And Bradbury held his own. Like, y'all going to target me? Cool. Monty Mattis got beat a few times, but that wasn't smart targeting Bradbury or Slay. Slay made him pay. Gardner-Johnson made him pay twice. And we put Cooper Rush back in reality. Like, dude, you're a backup quarterback. And we're going to show you why. 3 interceptions. So I was saying this during my live stream. I'm like, maybe, of course, probably Dak don't want his team to lose the game. But I'm like, if they lose the game because of Cooper Rush, that's actually a good sign for Dak. Because Cooper Rush had just put him back in reality. Like, we got some dogs. You're not going to... you're not about to throw for 100 yards and have like 2 touchdowns. And that ain't happening. His best bet was letting Zeke and Pollard beat us, which they had a good game, but it just wasn't enough. 17 points wasn't enough because you know why? Jalen Hurts and that offense played turnover-free football. Turnover-free football. Now, let's talk about the bad. The bad is the special teams. Special teams. I mean, there was a lot of touchbacks, so Covey didn't really touch the ball, but you let Turpin get 60-plus yards, running it from the end zone. It's like we couldn't get this dude down. He giving Cooper Rush good field position. Like, the special teams on the offensive side and the defensive side was bad. It was bad. People that watch me know I call special team offense the one receiving, the special team defense is the one defending. But it was horrible. That special teams was horrible. Now, I got to get into Jonathan Gannon, too. That third quarter, I'm like, yo, it's Cooper Rush. Yo, send that blitz. What's going on? He got Cooper Rush shredding us in the second and third quarter. Cooper Rush. And that was all play scheme. That was scheme. His scheming was terrible. But he started playing it safe. And then when they got close and the offense needed to put up points, they did their thing. But that playing it safe on teddy bear stuff, come on, man. Nah, I ain't like that at all. He started playing it safe. They start coming back. They score 17. Like, dude, what were you calling? They was hitting you with bootlegs. They was running the most basic offense in the NFL, bootlegs and run plays. And you couldn't stop that? Seriously? But eventually, I can't get mad because your defense cost 3 turnovers. Actually, 4 because one was a turnover on downs. But I think they did that despite the play calling. The play calling was horrible in the second half. But once again, 4 turnovers, can't get mad at that. But the play calling is something else. Something else. Can't let them shred you with play actions and run plays. Okay, they double teaming Jordan Davis. How do you adjust to that? How? And it's like he just ain't had no answer. But all in all, great win. You go into the bye. Got a bye. You get the Steelers. But you get the Texans. You get the Commanders. You get the Colts and all those teams. Green Bay. Come on, man. You look at that. What that's like 10-0 right there. 11-0. If we could just stay on that square. If we could definitely just stay on that square. What we doing is, and a lot of people not liking it, we front running. We score a bunch of points in the first half, take our foot off the gas, not sure why we do that. And then when we need to score, we like, okay, let's just score and not these dudes out. But I want us to play a game, just not taking our foot off the gas. Like, for example, Buffalo Bills. When they play a team that's sorry, they don't take their foot off the gas. You seen what they did to the Steelers last week? Like, yo, nah, we ain't letting them come back. Nah, we ain't making this a game. They just kept their foot on the gas. That's what we got to learn how to do. But we are a young team, young coaching staff, and we just trying to, figure it out. We're winning. And how do we close out these games? That's what I think we have a problem with. How do we close them out? We up 20-0. How do we just wipe it away? You don't want to throw the ball too much. I'm assuming they don't want to run it too much for whatever reason, because they don't want to keep getting stopped. Like, what plays do we call when we up like that, just to keep the ball and keep the chains moving and just to blow these dudes out? Cowboys, that's supposed to have been a 40 piece. But we let them hang around. But this is a bit but. Lane Johnson going down. You've seen the difference. So Lane Johnson was manhandling Michael Parsons. Jack Driscoll, I love him, but he's still a backup. He's getting manhandled. But that's my initial reaction to this. very solid game. Special teams is a worry. And Jonathan Gannon play calling is a bit worrisome. But you can't get mad at 4 turnovers. You just can't. But the play calling that second half by the defense was bad. CJ Gardner-Johnson, we love you, man. We love you. You are a blessing to this secondary. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the game? Went on a bit of a rant there. Just going off the top of my brain, stream of conscious, or just what I seen. What I seen, good, bad, still got the win. We smoking on that Dallas pack. But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.
Hey.